The FDA recognizes that approximately 1 in 25 women who do use mifepristone will go to the emergency room, and about 7% of women will need follow-on surgery, whether to complete the abortion because the pregnancy is ongoing or to deal with ongoing bleeding. So tens of thousands of women will end up in an ER each year due to taking mifepristone, and many
So
of them will receive treatment from respondent doctors.
So just to make clear to people who may not be familiar with the case, the argument you're making is that it's those respondent doctors, it's the doctors who are making the case that they have legal standing in this situation because they are the ones who may end up having to treat women in various ways who are seeking or performing an abortion, and that this would violate their conscience, and so that they are, in a sense, they are an injured party in this. That's their. Am I correct that that's their case for having standing in this case because it violates their conscience?
That's exactly it.
Okay.
It violates their conscience, and the 2021 and 2016 actions make every chemical abortion more likely to result in complications necessitating emergency care. The FDA virtually eliminated the controls, and that's led to an increased number of women coming to the emergency room with complications.
I just want to give Julia a chance to respond to that reasoning and see what your take is on that. Julia, please.
Thanks, John. Well, let me start with those misleading statistics. The FDA has found over and over again that serious complications associated with mifepristone occur in fewer than 1% of cases. You heard counsel reference a 2 to 7% range. What she was referring to there is that in 2 to 7% of cases, the medication may not be fully effective, but in many of those cases, patients can just take an additional dosage of the medication, and that will fully complete the abortion process.
And how would that impact the standing question?
Well, the plaintiffs in this case are arguing that hypothetically, someday, somewhere, some anti-abortion doctor might end up encountering a medication abortion patient in the emergency room and might hypothetically have to complete that abortion in violation of their conscience. The thing is,
just to pause, would that give an individual standing if it were a smaller case?
This is far, far too speculative to meet the constitutional requirements for standing. And let me just demonstrate that by highlighting that all of the anti-abortion doctors who testified in this case combined could only claim to have encountered a medication abortion patient a few dozen times in total in the nearly quarter century that mifepristone has been used in the United States.